Hello, and welcome to this general overview of Lydul and all the features that we offer. So today we'll just brush at a high level the different functionalities of the app, but feel free to reach out or to check our specific videos on each of the features if you want some more information about it. And of course, it's easier if you follow along and test on your own. While you can pause the video and test the features on your own. For that, just go to lydul.com and click on sign up, and you'll be able to follow step by step as we provide you the demo. If you have a mobile device, it's easier to download the app on any app stores, both Android and iOS, and just type Lydul, Lydul, on the app store, and you'll find us. Just to give you a high-level overview of what Lydul is, Lydul is a very simple app that allows you to schedule jobs and crews, as well as create punch lists and all types of documents, from estimates to invoices. And before we dive in, I just went to Lydul.com, signed up, and as you can see, I'm just now sharing my screen. So today we'll just create a new account. And I'll just put my name. So let's just say my name is James Wilson here. I'll just go ahead, and now you can authenticate with your phone number. Now, I'll just skip for today for the purpose of this demo, but I would strongly encourage you to authenticate with your phone number, because this will allow you to log in to your account on any device, from the iPhone, iPad, any web, any desktop, and to see the same data on all your devices. Otherwise, if you lose that specific data, your login while skipping, you won't be able to access it anymore. So again, this will allow you to not have to remember any password and just authenticate with the phone number. We'll send you a text message with a code you can put in there, and this should be self-explanatory. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support at lydul.com. And again, you can pause the video here and go ahead and authenticate with your phone. But for now, I'll just go ahead and skip. So now it's creating my account, and we have different presets. Now we'll go over the different types of presets, but for now, let's just skip. Let's just click on the schedule preset. And so as you can see, Lydul is a very simple. As you can see, Lydul is a very simple app that provides you with a schedule of the jobs and crews that you have for any given day, and allows you to create all types of documents and schedule all types of jobs for that specific day. So before we dive right in, let's just take a look at the high-level menu that you have here. So we offer you the opportunity to display the same data in different ways. So for example, just for the specific day that you're looking at, or for the entire week, so that you can have a weekly overview of what's happening in your company, as well as the see all, which will provide you with an overview of all the types of documents that you ever created in Lydul. And this is where we encourage you to organize your data by creating projects and folders, and we'll show you how to do this in a few minutes. The notifications tab, there's going to be, we'll dive into this later, but this will provide you summaries of all the things that happen in a job or a punch list. If you invite people and then they edit the document that you created, this is where you'll have a full summary of all the things that they did. So that way you can catch up real quickly and not have to go through a bunch of small individual notifications. Settings is where you'll be able to customize a lot of things in the app to serve you better. We'll also touch on that in a few minutes. But for now, let's just take a look at the day preset, and which is exactly what we've seen. So we already have a sample work order that has been created here. And let's just go ahead and create, another job. So let's just say that this is job number 1, and we'll just put the scope of work for job number 1. This is where you can add a lot more information about the specific job. For example, kitchen resurfacing, any specific instructions that the clients might have, or any instructions that you would want to specify here. Reference number if you want. Let's just state at the start date, we started this on Wednesday, and we will finish on Monday at noon, for example. So we will finish on Monday at noon. You can put the address here. So job address would come here. And the access info is, for example, the door code that you can put here, or any instructions to access the unit. Maybe talk to the front desk manager, or call that phone number when you're on site, or those kind of things. And I'll just unclick this because I want to create more jobs before just opening and diving deeper. So I'll just create that first job. So as you can see, it is scheduled here, and it's going to start on Wednesday. So where you have the job number one, and then you can switch here, and it's going to finish on the job on Monday, when is the last day that you'll see it. And we'll take a look at the weekly schedule in just in a minute. But for now, let's just go ahead and create job number two. And again, this is where you might want to pause the video and create some real life example with your own jobs that you might have in the next week or so, and go ahead and create those jobs. So scope of work for job number two, no reference number. Let's just say I started it yesterday, and then we will finish this on Tuesday the 14th, and no start date. Again, no address here, and access info. So I'll just keep that unchecked and create that second job here that we have. Maybe we can just create really quickly a job number three. So that way you'll be able to see more data, and it's going to be more self-explanatory whenever we take a look at the data there. So let's just say that it's going to be weekend job, and we're going to create it. So now we have job 1, 2, and 3. Job number 3 is going to show up for Saturday the 9th, but it's not going to show up if you look at Wednesday. So typically now you have a schedule for your specific day, and if you log in from your phone on Saturday, you wake up, then you have a list of all the jobs that you have going on for that day, and you can start working. Before we dive into what's inside the job, let's just take a look at the high level overview of the different jobs that you might have for any given day. So if you go to week, basically this is going to, so as you can see here, we have the different jobs. So job number 1, job number 2, the sample work order, and job number 3, and you have the different weeks here that are showing up, right? So these are all the jobs that we created. On the left, you can see that we are showing you all the employees that work with you. So we have some dummy employees, a demo employee number 1 and demo employee number 2 that are working with you. And of course, you can add more people to actually work with you. So what I'll do here before doing this is I'll just create, maybe a job number 4 here, and just to show you number 4. And let's just say that that job is going to go from Monday the 11th. It's going to work for the whole week to Friday 15th. And I'll just leave that empty for now. And I'll just go ahead and create it. It's going to be available here. And now I'm going to open up the job number 4. Of course, if you switch back to the preset as a day and switch to the next week, so typically on that day, you'll see job number 4, right? So you can open it up. You can click on job number 4 from here, or you can just go ahead and click on job number 4 from here as well, right? And it's going to access the exact same data. This is just different filters, right? So I'm just going to click on job number 4 here, and now it's actually asking me to invite some more people. So I'll just invite my crews, and actually I want to invite some real life people. And so what I'll do here is I'll just invite, let's just say Mike, who's going to work with me, and I'm going to invite him, display the QR code. And so this is where I'll be able to invite some real life people by just displaying that QR code. And so typically they would be able to then join me and work with me for any type of job. So typically what I'll do is I'll just scan this QR code. And so now you can see, from my mobile device, I just downloaded the app. You can see a customized welcome page where it says that James Wilson. So, you know, the uh, the desktop person has actually invited me. I'll just create a new account. I'll just put my name. So we said I was called Mike, and maybe my last name is Lewis, for example. So I'll just create it. Again, I'll skip the phone number section, but I strongly encourage anyone to log in with their phone number so that they can retrieve their account or access it from any device in the future. Just for the purpose of this demo, I'll just skip it and to see basically now I have my own schedule of working with James Wilson at the top. So I can just now go ahead and close this and then click on done to finally invite James. So you see I immediately received a notification, and if I go to Monday, I can now see that job number 4. And so I'll just open up that job. And as you can see here, let's just switch back to the web version on the desktop for a second. As you can see here, at the top, you have a recap of all the information that the job has. And at the bottom, this is a place where you can dump any type of information or progress or instructions that you might have. So before getting started, you might want to click on Start to just notify anyone with access that you're actually starting to work. You can add any message here, or you can also click on the plus button and add all sorts of different types of media, from audio message to voice and videos to tasks, PDF files, receipts, or just add your time manually. You can also, if you add some audio message, we'll automatically transcript them and to provide like a written version of that audio message so that you can skim through messages in a faster and more efficient way. So what I'll do for now is I'll just add some time manually on top of clocking in. I'll just enable my hourly rate to make it, for example, $15 and save it. And now adding some time. Oh, if I could type manually and then log in. And so as you can see here, I just logged in some time. Mike L is actually still clocked in. And so I'll just clock out for now to clocking out for now. And I will clock out. And so this is where you can actually clock out. You can see the location where the person is actually located when they were clocked in, and for those 2 minutes, and when they started and when they finished. Now I will let you explore all the different types of data that you can add here, but this is where anyone can see the latest information about the progress, and as well as upload any photos, any videos, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So let me just go back one step here and provide an overview. So now, as you can see, for the job number 4, Mike Lewis was invited and is now available here. And then I can just go ahead and invite those demo employees and display a QR code in the very same way, and onboard my team in a very fast and efficient way. Of course, if you, for example, take a quick look at the from the start date to the finish date, for example, what you'll be able to see is that Mike Lewis, for that specific week, clocked in for an hour and 12 minutes, as well as, charged you, for example, $18. So this is a great way to keep track of timesheets as well as amounts that you might owe. And in later videos, you can just reach out to us and we'll send you a demo of the integration with software such as QuickBooks and Gusto to provide this information to those accounting software and payroll software. So now you have a pretty good overview of how things work between the day and the week, and how this is going to be where all the your day is going to happen, right? Like anytime you show up at work, someone requests, sends you an SMS about a new job, then you'll just go ahead and create that next work order, and then keep track of your schedule for any given day throughout the week, and maybe nothing for July 1st. Uh, Before we dive into the notifications, let's just take a quick look at the see all. So these are all the jobs that you ever created. What we would recommend is that you create some folders. And in the see all, you have a lot more options in the types of documents that you can create. So of course, you can create some work orders, which is what we have seen so far. But you can also create to-do lists, estimates, invoices, or shared spreadsheets. For now, I'll just go ahead and create my first project. And in that project, I'll just be able to, for example, create my first to-do list, right? And to-do list for 7/9/22. Of course, you have more fields that you can enter, but I'll let you explore that on your own. Now that I created this to-do list, let me just make sure that, we're in the folder. So you see that this is my first project that I created. I can then switch those job number 4 and job number 3 and organize them in the first project. And this is, they will still show up in the week and day. But then let me open up my first project. And what I'll do is I'll invite, for example, Mike Lewis. And as you can see, Mike directly receives a notification. I can just click on the notification and I'll be able to access that very same project. And so from now, from the device, what I'll do is I'll just open up that punch list that we just created. And this is a great way to show you how the punch lists actually work. So for the punch lists, what you can do is tap to add any item there, and we'll show you how fast it is to actually create those punch lists. So if you click it, for example, here, immediately it shows up the camera, and then you can also add some notes and add any form of audio messages or data. You can also browse the photos, your photo library. So for now, I'll just take a few pictures, then scroll, take some other pictures there, and then just take a quick look at that as well. And that's probably much it. I'll then put a note here to say yet another task, and then I can of course add more data here and open up more tasks. Now let me just exit this mode. As you can see, I just created in the room number 1, I created a bunch of tasks that I can actually reorder in the way that I want. And so the way we recommend to use this is to treat a section as a specific trade or a specific area, for example, a room, backyard, front yard, kitchen, bedroom, whatever. And actually by clicking on the room number 1, you can actually rename that, right? So I'll just say this is the James office, let's just say. And so now you'll have that. And then, I can just click this to say front yard. And here I can then now add some more information or add some more photos, for example, if I wanted to. And so by just clicking on this button here, I'll see again the camera. I can add some notes, for example, and say some tasks in the front yard need to be completed. All right. And so now we have a punch list that can be done. And again, right, feel free to pause this video, just test it on your own, and then, take your time to really explore the app with this video as it is running. Now, what I'll do is I'll just, if you swipe on any task, you can see that you can actually switch the status. So let me just say that, this task is actually done. This one is done as well. And you would use stuck whenever the video is actually, whenever that task is has a problem or cannot be completed as is. If you click on a task, actually, what you'll see is that specific task. You can is that a full overview. You can add some more photos. You'll have basically the opportunity to start working on that task, and then add some more notes, as well as add more data. You can add some files, some more photos and videos, or let me just show you how videos work. So typically, if you click on the videos, by holding the capture button, you can just then just move around and capture the video. So if I go back now, I have this video that I can just play, and I can add more info here. And then, of course, if you go back, if you click on here, you can assign some specific people, download the screenshots, or edit the messages if you want. You can also edit messages in the app by just long pressing on a message, and then just copy it, edit it, for example, and provide some edits, and then save it. And then, of course, we keep track of who edits what kind of messages as we do this. If you want to exit a task without clocking out, we will send you a reminder that you need to clock out. And actually, if you, for example, close the phone or access the app from any different device, what you'll see is that the phone directly comes back to this specific task and shows you that you need to actually clock out before going somewhere else. So I'll just clock out for now, and oops, clocking out. And so again, as you can see here from the other device, so the blue dots means that these tasks have been updated. And so I need to take a look at those, right? And so typically I can see here, I can see the same location for that time tracks that I was actually on the location. I have a video here and a photo. I'll just go back and as you can see, for example, I have all the information that have been kept track of. I can also add more details or invite some more crew members if I want to that specific punch list, even though I was already invited to that specific punch list from the folder level. So this is pretty much it for the purpose of this demo. What we'd like to do is let me see all. What I'd like to do now is to provide you with a quick overview of the notifications that you would receive. So typically here, as you can see, James' office, this is the section that was added in the punch list. So you can see that Mike did a bunch of work there, added some time, and then added some comments as well as some new items. And then the front yard, some stuff happened as well. And then you can see the sample work order. So this is a great place to have an overview of, hey, the last time you checked, these are all the things that happened. So let me just mark this as red because I've took a quick look. And if you click on it, you can also access that specific section of the punch list and take a look at it. Last but not least, the settings. This is where you can actually check your account, add some of your personal information, or actually select the crews and the clients. Templates is where you could create some templates. We'll have a separate video for that. Just let us know if you want some more information. You also have the PDF customization. PDF customization, that's going to allow you to provide some professional PDFs that have the same look and feel across your brand. And so typically, if I select the punch list that I just created, let me just do this and download as a PDF. And that way I'll be able to configure the PDF. I'll just go ahead and do it quickly. I'll just select a different color, and then you can typically select different types of photos. So as soon as they load, you'll be able to see them. But for now, I'll just select any, and then select the types, the size of the photos that you would want to actually see. I'll just select a small size, and then just go ahead and fill your information. Super. And then add some information about your company. So Lydul for us, um, and a company address. You can upload your own logo. I'll just download it for now. And this will go ahead and create a nice PDF for the purpose of that specific punch list, where you can keep track of what has been completed in green, what needs to be done, all the comments that have ever been uploaded in a very professional way. And then if you download this, of course, you'll be able to see it on your computer as well as on your phone. Just to finish on the settings here, you can also provide, accept or reject the geolocation, provide for voice message transcript, the specific language that you often speak, so that we improve the recommendation, the transcription. And for the questions, any questions that you might have, just click here, and it's a fast track to reach out to us, and we'll provide any support that you might need. With that, that was a pretty big overview of the app. So we hope that you don't feel overwhelmed. It's a lot of information. Again, the best way uh, um, to use this video is to take it step by step, and to pause the video as you explore the different types of features, and with us, and really take the time to understand how the different things can actually work. With that, if you have any further questions, if you need some specific information about anything in Lydul, or if you have any questions regarding pricing, just feel free to reach out to us at support@lydul.com, and we'll be more happy to help. We look forward to seeing you on Lydul.